Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, but I wanted to pop on today and show you my latest journal that I will be listing in my Etsy shop a little bit later on today. So I just want to do a quick flip through and show you guys what's inside. This is a fabric covered journal, and all the details, the measurements, page count, and all of that will be listed in the Etsy listing. So this is a beautiful floral fabric. I just really like this fabric. It's some pinks and some greens and kind of a linen color background. So I have created a closure. There is stitching. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there is stitching around the outside, a double layer of stitching around the outside of the journal, and it is one signature bound on the outside. So I've created a closure with this piece of leather. It was actually part of a leather belt that I attached with rivets and with a very sturdy snap to the front. So that is how the journal opens, and like I said, it's a very strong snap, so you've got a nice good closure. But you do have room for expanding. You can add more to this journal if you choose to. I did put a good bit in it, but I didn't overdo it, so you do have a little bit of space there. So this is your closure, and it's kind of a vintage piece. It's a little worn on the edges. It adds to kind of a rustic floral theme that I was going for here. And the inside I have lined with kind of a brownish green fabric. There's the snap, no pocket on the inside cover here, but I chose to surround the signature with this eyelet piece of material that I found on one of my thrifted finds, or I think it was from the estate sale actually. And so I have enclosed the signature in this piece of eyelet material, and it ties. And there's a little bauble that I created here with a rose and an acrylic. I think it was an acrylic piece. I forget who it was by. I don't know if it was Tim Holtz. I'm not sure. But anyway, so you just untie this, and that will let you into the signature. If you didn't want the ties on there, you could take those off, of course. So here we go. We have a pocket with just a couple pieces of ephemera. That pocket is stitched to some Tim Holtz paper. Then here you've got a tuck spot. Oh, my sweater keeps getting hung on it. A tuck spot with a tag there, stitched around the edges, and a collage tag. Inspired to make that by the Creative Paper Moth. And here we go. Some gathered tea stain material. You do have a tuck spot here. I did not put anything in there. I didn't want to make it too bulky. Some digital image on tea stain paper. This is wallpaper lined on the edge of that. Some old writing paper from an account book. This is fabric the same as the outside of the journal, stitched to some tea stained paper. This is eco-dyed paper. It is actually pale. I left it kind of light, but there's a big imprint of a leaf there. I'm not sure if you can see it so well on the camera, but you can see the stem and all of the veins. Vintage botanical image. This journal just has a really good feel to it. Feels good in the hand. Some crinkly parchment paper. Here is a pocket, and inside I have put a few little scrappy embellishments inspired to make those by the Mushroom Market. So those are in that pocket. Here is a collage piece that I have made, and you can write on the back. Beautiful bird tucked into a pocket made of eco-dyed paper. So then we just have a mix of some vintage pages. This is an image that I printed onto vellum. I really like that image a lot. So here's the center of your signature. This is some rose stationery that I tea stained. The other side of that printed vellum image. Vintage. This is, I think, a sewing, well, I don't know what that is. Yeah, some type of vintage folding letters. And here the other eco-dyed pocket with this image torn from a book and stained around the edge. The other side of that wallpaper pocket. flip through here. Lots of room for writing. I tend to leave a lot of room for you to write in my journals. Just another piece of that fabric that flips up. A little paper flip out. Wallpaper again sewn on, creating an edge for that piece of paper. Some more digital stamping down here. It's very overcast here. I hope the lighting's okay for this. If I wait for sunshine, I'd have to keep waiting and waiting, so I chose to just do it anyway. Another tuck spot here. Here is the back with another envelope pocket, a collage tag, and this little stitched piece of ephemera. And on the back, here's the back of your little eyelet piece that you tie. One of my ephemera booklets I've placed on the back here. This is what this looks like, made from a vintage book page. It has 16 pages of writing space in there. In the back I've tucked some wallpaper and a vintage playing card and a collage envelope. So a few bits and pieces of ephemera there. And if I can get that to close. So then again, just to close it, you would just draw your material together here, tie it, closes that way, bring your snap back over. There you go, guys. I guess I'll call it Rustic Floral. Thanks for stopping by, and if you'd like to take a look, head over to my Etsy shop. I'll see you next time. Bye.